Hey guys, welcome back to my blog. So glad you're here. I'm not sure how the audio is going to work for this video because I am holding my phone and pacing back and forth rather than having it on the tripod because I process things better when I'm walking, and so I thought maybe it would help me process things a little bit better. But I'm not sure what that's going to do to the audio, so I apologize if there's some background noise and if it's not as clear as usual. But yeah, I had a message that I wanted to share with you guys, kind of related to my last post on how we are here for such a time as this and how that God has put us where we are for a reason and for a purpose. So if you've read my blog, you might know that I am participating in the 40-day prayer challenge right now. It's been a really cool experience, and I've learned so much, and I've really grown a lot in my relationship with God over the past 3-4 weeks, however far into it we are at this point. One morning during the challenge, I was praying for my Stars and Stripes award because ever since I joined American Heritage Girls, Stars and Stripes has been something I want to do. It's, for those of you who don't know, it's pretty much the equivalent of a Boy Scout Eagle Award. And it's a big project, it's a big undertaking, but from the outset, I wanted that because I go big or go home. I'm an overachiever. But now that the time is coming closer, and I finished up my Dolly Madison Award, which is the level award, it's a prerequisite, just about done with that. But now that the time is getting closer, I'm starting to wonder, maybe it's a little bit too much for me to take on at this point in my life. I can't be everything to everyone, and I can't do everything. So I was just praying that God would give me guidance and wisdom in that, and that he would show me what I need to do and where I need to go. And the answer that I got right then was, don't let this moment pass you by. Don't let this moment pass you by. And I was kind of confused because I wasn't doing anything for Stars and Stripes in the moment. I was like, God, what does that have to do with Stars and Stripes? What is that? It's in the future. And I almost wrote down in my prayer journal, I was journaling while I was praying, and I almost wrote down, don't let this opportunity pass you by, because I thought it made more sense with the context. And I thought, maybe I misheard the Spirit or something, or, I got the message wrong. And I almost wrote this opportunity, but God was like, no, I said this moment, don't change my words. So I wrote down, don't let this moment pass you by. So as I kept praying, I started to pray for people. And there was this one person I was praying for, and him and his family. And I felt like maybe he could use some encouragement. So I asked God that he would just encourage him and just help him to keep persevering and doing what he's doing. And then all of a sudden I got this overwhelming feeling that I should be the one to do it. Like, it was just like, it wasn't like, oh, maybe I should do that. It was like, no, oh, I should do that. Like, it was like a crystal clear idea that this is something I need to do. And I don't believe in coincidences, I believe in providence. But just days before that, I had added his phone number to my contact list because I was communicating with him for something else. And so yeah, I had his phone number. And my phone was sitting on the floor right next to me, and all I could think about was, I have to text him, I have to do this. And it was kind of awkward because I've never texted this person before, and it was kind of difficult. But that all of a sudden that line came back to me, don't let this moment pass you by. It was like, whoa, God wasn't talking about Stars and Stripes at all. He was saying, don't let this moment pass you by. And so, it wasn't easy for me to do that. It was kind of weird and awkward because I've never texted him before, but I did it. I guess the point of this is just saying, don't get so caught up in the big things of life and what you're pursuing and the things that you're trying to achieve, but don't, as you're doing that, dream big, chase the lion. As Mark Batterson says, you have to do big things for God. With God, nothing shall be impossible. But you have to also be still and know who God is in the moment. You still have to seek him where you are, and you still have to obey him right now. He has things for you to do right now. We're here for such a time as this, and there are things that we can do in the moment. Don't let this moment pass you by. Don't get so caught up in the big things of life and in the milestones. But remember that He is the God of every day. He will write your story in the long run, but you have to be the one to choose each day to say yes. You each day have to renew your commitment to God and surrender every day and say, yes, God, today I'm going to serve you. Yes, for such a time as this, I am here. Because you can't run a mile until you take the first step. Rome wasn't built in a day, guys. I've written about these things before in previous posts because I don't like to wait. I don't like to have to put in the hard work. I like to see results immediately. But guys, don't let this moment pass you by. We are here for such a time as this, and God has work for us to do. We are His ambassadors, and we don't have to wait to spread His message. The time is now, church. The time is now. Don't let this moment pass you by. If God is calling you to do something, do it right now. Because you don't know what tomorrow holds, but you can know the one who holds tomorrow. We are here for such a time as this. I know I keep saying that. I said that over and over in my last video, but guys, it's so true. Even in all the uncertainty of this pandemic, of this quarantine, of not knowing when we're going to get to go back to school or see our friends again or go back to church, we can be still and know who God is. We can be still and hear His instructions for us right now. So guys, I encourage you, press into God during this time. Don't waste this time. Seek first the kingdom of God. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming again, church. Don't forget that. Listen right here, right now. You are here for such a time as this. Don't let this moment pass you by. Don't wait until tomorrow. Seize the day. Excelsior. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay healthy, stay safe, abide in His love, and I'll see you next time.